Hi, this card is a get well card. It features a tree which has been made with punches and a kite flying off into the distance. The technique that this card is going to show is ink blending using distress inks. The design is very simple and easy to replicate. Let me go over the materials that this uses. It seems like there's a lot of papers, but it's really not that bad. So I have a card base cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have 2 white mats cut 5 1/4 by 4. I have 1 white panel cut 3 3/4 by 5. I have a green scrap. You need at least 2 inches by 3, just to make sure it goes in the punch. And I have a red scrap, 1 inch, half an inch wide at least, and a blue scrap, half an inch wide at least. A white square, about 2 inches, and 3 brown strips, about 3 inches by 1 1/4. The inks I'm using today is a lot for the background, but you don't need to use as many as I have used here. I have dried Marigold, Fossilized Amber, Stormy Sky, Broken China, Mowed Lawn, Squeezed Lemonade, and Twisted Citron. Additionally, I will be using Versafine Onyx Black, Memento Rich Cocoa, Memento Ladybug, and Memento Bahama Blue. The stamp sets I'm using today is Sprinkles of Life by Stampin Up, Edgy Eloquence, also by Stampin Up, and Sincere Salutations, also by Stampin Up. Ignore my phone. I'm also using a punch. This is a Tree Builder punch. This coordinates with this stamp set. It will punch out the tree, the bird, the apple, and the raindrops, and also the different leaves and clouds. So all of these can be made with this punch in this stamp set. You can make an ice cream cone, a cupcake, or a tree or clouds. Let me clear this stuff away and I'll just jump right in and start the card. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is make the background. I have ink blending tools with the different colors set aside for each one of the colors, and I have them in the order that I'm going to use them. I don't have enough of the blending tools, so I'm going to have to swap out the pads. But let's get started with the Squeezed Lemonade. The way to do this is, I have a piece of paper here to protect my work surface. You just start off the paper and lightly bring in the color, and I'm pressing extremely light. You can't really tell, but it's very easy to mess this up if you press too hard too quickly. So light touch is the way to go. And just move in circles. And you keep going until you have as much color or saturation as you want. And that's good. So I'm going to just speed through the rest of this because it's the same process all the way through. purple here, which I'm not too happy with, but there you have it. I hit it a little bit too hard when I came in, but I think it'll be fine once the whole thing is put together. Let me clear this ink out of the way to make a little bit more room, and then we'll move on. Okay, I've cleared that away, and now I'm moving on to my stamping. I have my sentiment here, which says, you lean on me, I'll lean on you, and we'll be okay. And that I'm going to stamp on here. So I'm just going to go through and stamp the different pieces one by one on the color of the paper that I need. I'm going to go at the end and clean all of my stamps. But for now, I'm just going to go right through. Okay, that is all the stamping I'm going to need. Now I'm going to bring in my punch and start assembling. So first I'm going to do the tree. I'm going to end up with a lot of brown bits which I don't need, which are going to go flying everywhere. The tree, I'm going to punch out 3 of them. That's the first one. And I think I can get another one out of this. Yep, sure can. The second one, and that is spent. And the third one. Stuff out the way, and now I want to punch the bird. To be careful not to lose these little bits once you do it, the punching. And the apple, which you can barely see, but it's there. Sure I don't lose these. And now the leaves. For the leaves, I want to stress the edges a little bit. With the same Mowed Lawn that I used to stamp them. Okay, apple, bird, tree, 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 tree. Now I'm going to start assembling. Now to assemble this tree, I have some multimedia matte. You could use Tombow glue or any adhesive that you add. This is a needle accuracy tip which allows you to do very thin streams of adhesive. So this is the top one that I have stamped on, and these two are below. So I'm just basically going to glue them to each other. Get that started. You know what? I'm going to glue this to this first, then put it to it. So just put a thin line of the medium and get my tweezers. And now thin line on top of this one. That gives a little bit more strength. A little bit oozing out that I don't want to stay there. Just get a paper towel and get that off. This will dry matte, so it won't be shiny. Okay. Now I need a piece of foam tape. But before I do that, I'm going to use the same media and glue the bird to the tree and the apple. Now foam tape, just a little bit. Oh, peeking out, I do not want. And right over the branches. There. Now, the last piece. Stamp the kite and bring in blue marker and fill it in. Not being careful, I just want it to be generally blue. Now, scissors, and cut this out. There. A little bit more matte medium. And put this in place. Except the right way, of course. This is called paper piecing. Paper piecing. Difficult word. There. Now I want to extend that kite string out a little bit, so I have a black Micron pen, and I'll just take it out a little bit. There. Okay, and that is my finished card, except I almost forgot the sparkle. And a little bit on one side of the apple to make it look tasty and delicious, and a little bit for the bird's wing. There. Now that's the finished card. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone's comments and well wishes. I'd like to thank my brother for the music that he's provided for my videos. There will be a link down below where you can go and check out his channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.